So we head through the vents. We should get a codec call from a certain character. Yep, there we are.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a boot camp instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
He may be of some use.
Foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you. So call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is
140.80. Why did I say oh? I'm not very good at these frequencies, am I? You think I'd read them before actually, you know, saying them out loud, but I'm just an embarrassment in that regard. Boom. So yeah, you can kind of. I feel like this is a weird one because I'm playing it from memory pretty much, so I already know roughly how to play. You can totally recon your way through these zones by looking for grates and stuff and finding out enemy positions, but I don't need to worry about that just now.
Vent shaft cleaning.
Oh, they just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Jesus.
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah, and they say he's using stealth, too.
Stealth? There's an intruder besides me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the chief.
So, I like that scene because it's very out of the blue. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But on a second playthrough, that makes a lot more sense. So, I don't want to go into it, but that scene basically explains why all the ventilation covers are open. that's pretty much the only reason it's there, to be honest. So look at this comment. This is riveting gameplay right here, as I'm trying my best to make vents interesting, I suppose. So because the game works on the Metal Gear Solid 2 engine, you can do some crazy stuff regarding... I hope I don't get caught here. Should be fine. I should be fine here, actually. But you can do some crazy stuff in terms of like movement, because I can jump over barriers, and I can do a roll, and I can hide from enemies really well. Where's this guy going? Boom. Oh, I didn't hit him. Boom. Ah, what a headshot. So, technically with this guy, which I will do, I'll drop down. Maybe.
Freeze.
Cool. So, because we're playing Twin Snakes, and obviously it works on the Metal Gear 2 engine, we can actually hold people up, and they'll shake our items. Dog tag in this case, but I'll put him to sleep. Thanks, Dan. And that's this room cleared, pretty much. There's not really much more to it. It's nice to be able to just kind of steamroll these rooms. I wonder what's in those 2 rooms there. I've never checked, to be honest. If I remember during this playthrough, remind me. Well, not remind me. This is you'll be seeing this out probably after I've done it, but. There's 2 rooms over to the left side of that warehouse, and I've never really seen what's in them, so I should probably at some point check and see. B1 holding cells, so this is a 6 door. Oh, it doesn't do the cool camera angle it does in the first game. Ugh, that's an interesting door, and you come back to that door later. If we go here, we see the DARPA Chief. Man, we should really, Mr. Anderson. Okay. Yeah. You can knock on doors and stuff, and knock on walls to attract enemies. Sometimes it triggers some extra cutscenes, sometimes it does some other cool stuff, but in this situation, it's just not gonna do anything. So we're gonna go get this ration that's hidden away, and we will head through more ventilation shafts to get to Mr. Donald Anderson. If I could press the right button. There we are. Look, I never said I was good at the game, alright? I just said I can play it. I have played it many times. I feel like it would be a really good juxtaposition to play this and OG Metal Gear. Oh, which way should I go? Where does this lead? Huh, cutscene. Oh, it's the toilet.
Kind of damn cold. I hate Alaska. Boy, oh boy. That woman is built all right.
I suppose it would be really boring and lonely on a reclusive Alaskan prison. Well, not so much a prison, but you know, like a military base? I've totally missed over what this actually is, this place. Got some M9 bullets, useful. There's a lot of things I probably don't remember, because this time I'm slowing down to play the game, and the first time I played it, I really didn't. I literally just wanted to check the emulator worked, and never played the Twin Snakes. I just wanted to see what the gameplay was like all the way through. It's pretty much the same. I played it on very easy though, like I said. It really wasn't very hard. So I doubt playing it on normal will be any real difference for me. I might die during a couple boss fights. I did have problems during several boss fights on very easy, so I'd imagine normal could be a problem.
Not him.
You are correct, Snake, in saying that the DARPA Chief is not a woman. I'm really amazed that she didn't actually see him there. So we're gonna crawl through to Donald Anderson's section. It's nice to be able to just lay down. That's what I like about the Metal Gear games. You can just lay down your controller and just kind of watch it, and then you've got really good gameplay stuff in between.
Who's that?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA Chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
Is Greg Eagles the guy that was in Metal Gear Solid 2 as well as the bomb disposal guy?
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them.
Oh, what's that boy's name?
In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't
Greg
accede
Eagles
to their
is the
demands,
voice of
they'll
Peter
launch a
Stillman
nuclear weapon.
in Metal Gear Solid 2, so that explains why he sounds so similar.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
Can they? What was that camera angle? Oh my god.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for the keeping of dismantled They shouldn't
What
have
the hell?
access to a missile.
That's the official story. Got it. We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A truly historical weapon.
Was it Metal Gear?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
So you have to bear in mind that this isn't Metal Gear
We've had a
Solid.
couple of run-ins
This
in
isn't
the
Solid
past.
Snake's first,
So
you know,
that's the
run-in
reason you were here at this disposal site?
with Metal Gear.
Why else
If you
would
play
I
through
come to
Metal
a
Gear 1 and 2,
God-forsaken place like
I
this?
believe they play under the guise of Solid Snake as
I had
well.
heard
So
that the Metal Gear project
this
was
technically is the
scrapped.
third game to feature
On the contrary,
Solid
it's
Snake
grown
as he's
into a
known.
huge joint project between Armstech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data, and then proceed to mass production.
So a lot of these cutscenes are jargon, but we'll listen to them anyway. It's part of the Let's Play, right? Is to play the game
If it
and
hadn't been for the revolution.
stuff.
Revolution.
Revolution.
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex.
Metal Gear Rex, the code name for the new Metal Gear prototype.
Makes sense.
They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex.
Oh no.
These guys are pros.
Oh no,
They're all
the guard's gonna
experienced
find
in
you.
handling and equipping nuclear weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
Where'd Snake go? He had like a split-second reaction. Are you kidding me? He's on the roof?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
He was on the roof.
Oh, you mean PAL?
He was on the roof!
Yes, of course. There is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes. Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker, the president of Armstech?
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But
He was on the roof.
they found out my password.
You
That's
talked.
great, but how did Snake get to the roof?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis.
He's a psycho.
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
That's AI.
This is bad.
I've got a bad feeling about
It's
this.
a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password,
Yes. They'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
what?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Armstech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
But he was on the roof. No, I'll forget. I'll leave that joke. Sorry.
Yes, you can stop the launch.
I like the sound effect. That's very cool.
That card key.
So where are the card keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement.
I heard the guards say
He's
that
gonna
you
repeat
moved into
everything
an area
that
that
is
has a
said
lot
to
of
him.
electronic jamming.
Electronic
Any other
jamming.
clues?
Yes.
Yes.
They cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color?
Okay. I already know what that means, but if you
this.
didn't,
It's my ID
well,
card.
well, I'll show
It'll
you.
open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as a transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha.
It's a really interesting technology right there.
I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
Huh?
No.
I didn't even know there was a PAL.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
He's being very
So-
pushy, isn't he?
Does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon?
Huh?
What is it?
Huh? What's that? Hey, what happened?
God, that's really loud. Ah. Ah. Is he gonna do the why me? Or is he gonna die? Or not? Yeah, he's just gonna die. Okay, well, in the original Metal Gear, he goes, "Why me?" And it's really weird, but it's pretty emotional. I feel like that's very Resident Evil-y, I guess, but the music was very Resident Evil. The scene was quite dramatic, I suppose. He's properly dead. He's pretty dead. He had a heart attack. Kodak time.
Naomi, the chief, what happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not, Snake.
Cross my heart
You've
and
got to
hope to
understand,
die.
This counter-terrorist op is security level red. You'll need the highest security clearance to learn the real story.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake,
Right.
we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Right. Oh, God. Oh, man. She, like, might have beat him, I guess. Cool, so we're gonna grab that ration. Can we get out now? Is she opening the door for us? Yes, sir. There used to be a way in PS1 to see the scene beforehand, but it may not entirely be possible. No, you can't do it here. It's a shame. Oh well. We will see what's through the door in the next episode. Haha! See you in the next episode, guys.